biggest shortcomings of the GTA games. Almost everything is missing in GTA 3. One of the biggest shortcomings is that there is no bike in the game. There is also no eating or drinking. And there's no parachute, so Claude dies when he falls from a height. Additionally, there's no swimming. In GTA Vice City, there are bikes, but no train. There's no swimming like in GTA 3. There's no parachute either, but I don't think Tommy needs it. GTA San Andreas is a perfect game. It has everything that the other GTA games have, and even more. In GTA 4, one of the biggest shortcomings is not being able to fly a plane. And since there's no parachute, Niko can't survive after jumping from a helicopter. Although not essential, you can't change Niko's hairstyle because there's no barbershop. In GTA 5, the two biggest shortcomings are not being able to eat despite Cluck and Bell existing, and not being able to work out despite the gym being there, or even watch people working out. What happens if you What happens if you jump out of the car right before it hits the ground in GTA games? Unfortunately, these three guys are too scared to jump out while falling. In GTA 4, when you jump out just before hitting the ground,
Yellow car!
Niko dies because the car explodes. However, sometimes the car doesn't explode, and Niko manages to survive. In GTA 5, the character dies because he hits the ground at high speed. But sometimes he manages to survive, just like what happens if you steal a tank? What happens if you hit the wing of a plane in GTA games? In GTA 3, if you hit the wing of a plane somewhere, nothing happens to either the plane or the wing. The same goes for GTA Vice City. The planes are very durable in this game. In GTA San Andreas, the wing suddenly catches fire and then starts smoking. Additionally, controlling the plane becomes quite difficult. The planes in GTA 4 are lucky, because Niko can't use them and cause any damage. In GTA 5, if the wing of a plane gets hit, it breaks off and the plane starts rotating. If you can still fly in this state, it's fine. But if you can't, you might crash into Trevor's trailer. What happens if you hit the wing of a plane in GTA games? In GTA 3, if you hit the wing of a plane somewhere, nothing happens to either the plane or the wing. What happens if you fall off a mountain in GTA games? In GTA 3, when Claude falls off a mountain, he keeps bouncing and stands up in the air. There's no mountain to try this in GTA Vice City. In GTA San Andreas, similar to GTA 3. CJ keeps bouncing but doesn't get a chance to stand up in the air. And then he dies because his health runs out. I really wish there was a mountain in GTA 4 to try this, but unfortunately there isn't one. In GTA 5, the character realistically tumbles down and suddenly dies. Even if his health is full and he is rolling down slowly, he still dies instantly. What happens if you get into a taxi without any money in GTA games? In GTA 3 and GTA San Andreas, there is no way to get in as a passenger in a taxi. However, in GTA Vice City, there is a method. If you fail a mission, a taxi will be waiting for you in front of the hospital. Even if you have no money, the taxi will still take you to the mission location without any issues. In GTA 4, if you get into a taxi without any money, the driver will kick you out.
Why you get in my cup with no money, huh?
In GTA 5, you can call a taxi with no money.
On its way, sir. Thanks for calling.
Okay, thanks for your help.
Also, you can get in and travel.
Sorry, man. I gotta make a living.
But you will get a 1-star wanted level and invite some new friends to your home. What happens if What happens if a train hits a car and the car hits the character in GTA games? In GTA 3, when a train and a car hit Claude, he gets knocked around but doesn't die. In GTA Vice City, there are cars but no trains. In GTA San Andreas, CJ keeps getting knocked down repeatedly and loses health with each cycle. In GTA 4, when a car hits Niko, he can either pass under the car and survive, or sometimes get thrown into the air, but he dies if hit by a train. This is strange because normally, even a slow-moving train kills Niko instantly. In GTA 5, when a train and a car hit the character, he doesn't die, but he dies if his head touches the train. What happens if Do firefighters do their job in GTA games? In GTA 3, they arrive quickly when a fire breaks out. But they can't even help themselves. In GTA Vice City, similarly, they don't get a chance to put out the fire. In GTA San Andreas, they try to extinguish the fire with the fire truck. But their aim is pretty bad. After a while, the fire goes out on its own, and the firefighters leave. In GTA 4, since firefighters don't come on their own, we need to call emergency services. When they arrive, they don't know where the fire is and start walking around aimlessly. In GTA 5, when the fire truck arrives, Anyway, let's try again. When firefighters reach the fire scene, they are pretty incompetent at putting out the fire. But the fire truck does help in extinguishing the fire. To firefight. What happens if a car door hits NPCs in GTA games? In GTA 3, since Claude always closes the car door, let's try pushing the car. The door just passes through the NPCs without hitting them. Tommy also closes the door every time he gets into the car, so let's push it. The door passes through NPCs in the same way. In GTA San Andreas, the doors are non-collidable, so they don't even touch the NPCs. Weird things happen in GTA 4. Sometimes the door hits the NPCs normally and knocks them down, while other times it collects NPCs and takes them on a long journey. In GTA 5, the door knocks NPCs away and sometimes the door breaks. What happens if a car door hits NPCs in GTA games? In GTA 3, since Claude always closes the car door, let's try pushing the car. What happens if you parachute from a low height in GTA games? If you jump with a parachute from a not too high place in GTA San Andreas, CJ won't use the parachute. Sometimes as soon as he opens his parachute, he will hit the ground and die. When you jump from a slightly higher place, CJ will make a soft landing. Similarly in GTA 4, Luis will think the parachute is unnecessary and will just drop himself. If you jump from a bit higher, Luis will use the parachute and land successfully. In GTA 5, the character will forget the parachute and crash to the ground, or the parachute will disappear as soon as it's opened. Jumping from slightly higher will result in a perfect landing. Which is the most luxurious safe house in GTA games? In GTA 3, it's this apartment. It looks like an ordinary apartment, but there's no better house. The most luxurious house in GTA Vice City is Vercetti Estate. I'm sure everyone knows about this mansion. It's one of the most iconic houses in GTA games. In GTA San Andreas, it's this house located on the hilltop. This house can be purchased for $120,000. It's a pretty underrated house. If you have the money, definitely get it. Playboy X's house is the most luxurious safe house in GTA 4. It's not as luxurious as Tommy's or CJ's house, but there's no better home in GTA 4. And in GTA 5, Franklin's second house, which is similar to CJ's house, is the most luxurious safe house in GTA. What happens if you shoot? What happens if you fall into water while burning in GTA games? In GTA 3, when Claude falls into the water, the fire extinguishes, but he encounters a different problem. Similarly, Tommy avoids burning, but, he's not a fan of swimming. When CJ falls into the water, the flames disappear, and CJ is now happy. Something weird happens in GTA 4. Nico extinguishes, but continues to struggle in the water as if he is on fire. The weird thing is that he is trying to stand up in the water. In GTA 5, the character extinguishes and survives! If you spray the what happens if you fall on a traffic light pole in GTA games? In GTA 3, Claude passes through the traffic light pole. In GTA Vice City, Tommy passes through it in the same way. There is no difference in GTA San Andreas. In GTA 4, Nico can hit the pole but doesn't die immediately upon impact. Actually, Nico often dies on the second impact. In GTA 5, the character dies instantly upon hitting the pole. But how do the cops react if you save the game in GTA games? In GTA 3, if you save the game while being chased by the cops, you can't escape. However, when you return to the saved game, they disappear. In GTA Vice City, saving the game doesn't make the cops leave, but they disappear when you return to the saved game. In GTA San Andreas, as soon as you save the game, you can completely evade the cops. In GTA 4, even if the cops enter the room, they leave the house after you sleep and save the game. In GTA 5, you can't sleep when there are monsters nearby, but you can quickly save the game from your phone. However, after you finish saving the game, the cops continue from where they left off. When you return to the saved game, the wanted levels don't disappear. But since the cops have left the house, you can gain some time until they arrive. What happens if you shoot or what happens if you throw a grenade and enter a house in GTA games? In GTA 3, when we enter the house before the grenade explodes and when we come back out, the grenade disappears. In GTA Vice City, similarly, the grenade we throw disappears without exploding. In GTA San Andreas, the grenade explodes just as CJ enters the house, but he realizes he should die after entering the house. In GTA 4, even if we've entered the house, Nico dies. In GTA 5, even if the character enters the house, he dies. What happens if you parachute with the maximum wanted level in GTA games? Let me skip GTA 3 and GTA Vice City, as they don't have parachutes. In GTA San Andreas, police choppers chase CJ and shoot at him constantly, but he doesn't die while in the air, even if his health runs out. Interestingly, most of the time, CJ gets busted before he can land. if you manage to land without getting busted. CJ realizes he's out of health and he dies upon landing. In GTA 4, police helicopters are usually far away, allowing for an easy landing. There are no cops around when we touch down, and it takes them some time to arrive. In GTA 5, helicopters constantly follow us, but don't cause any harm. However, cops below are ready to kill us. Since it's difficult to find cars around when we land, we need to run until we find one. Oh, I finally found... Where do GTA games start? GTA 3 starts on a blown-up bridge. GTA Vice City starts on a street between two buildings, and we have a car and a scooter available for use. GTA San Andreas starts on a long and narrow alley, and a BMX is waiting for us. GTA 4 starts in Roman's car, in a port. GTA 5 starts during a robbery at a cash storage facility. What happens if you enter? There's a method to walk underwater in GTA San Andreas. First, come to a place where there's deep water with a car. Park the car parallel to the water, leaving a short distance. Then find someone who is attacking you. Once you find that person, bring him to your car and ask him to get you out of the car. When that person gets you out of the car, you'll teleport underwater. And now you can freely run and drive a car underwater. What happens if... Can you see outside? What happens? There's a method. What happens if... What happens if you enter a police station in GTA games? Unfortunately, we can't enter police stations in GTA 3. In GTA Vice City, nothing happens when we enter the police station. But pay attention to the signs. Some areas are off limits. If we ignore and enter, we gain a 2-star wanted level. In GTA San Andreas, we can freely roam inside the police station as long as we don't steal weapons. In GTA 4, we can only wander the corridors of the police station. It is not possible to enter the interior. In GTA 5, we don't encounter any issues as long as we don't enter restricted areas. There's a method to walk underwater in... What happens if... Can you... What happens if you steal Mike... What happens if you steal Michael's car with Trevor? Let's see what happens. If Michael is in the car, you can't steal it. You can't even damage it without using weapons. All you can do is stand in front of it and annoy him. If you shoot, Michael gets out of the car and runs away. If you steal the car in front of Michael, two different events occur. Either he ignores you taking his car and leaves, or he forcibly removes Trevor from the car. How are the first houses of GTA characters? Claude's first home is a room located between buildings. It's a quite small and empty home. Tommy's isn't actually a house. It's a hotel room with a beautiful ocean view. Everyone knows CJ's first house. It's a 2-story and large house. Nico's first mansion is this apartment. He lives in a small apartment infested with cockroaches.
Got him! Oh, shit. Oh, that's not nice.
Franklin's house is a classic American house, sharing it with his aunt. Michael owns a massive mansion where his family lives. His daughter and son each have their own rooms. Trevor's first home is this dirty and messy trailer. How are the first houses of GTA characters? Claude's first home is a room located between buildings. It's a quite small and empty home. Tommy's isn't actually a house. It's a hotel room with a beautiful ocean view. Everyone knows CJ's first house. It's a 2-story and large. What happens if you fall into the pool with a motorcycle in GTA games? In GTA Vice City, Tommy falls off the bike and loses a small amount of health. But the motorcycle? Don't worry, it's here. In GTA San Andreas, CJ abandons the motorcycle and switches to swimming mode without losing any health. In GTA 4, Nico manages to survive with very little health loss, just like Tommy. But in GTA 5, the character dies instantly upon falling into the pool. You don't have to follow Sweet on the bike. What happens if you hit a tank with a motorcycle? What happens if you remove the water? Can you survive? What happens if you stand on top of a moving train in GTA games? In GTA 3, the trains are very slippery, so we need to run in the direction the train is moving. In GTA San Andreas, oops, I think we missed a game. Anyway, we can easily stand on top of trains until we hit an obstacle. In GTA 4,
Mr. Man!
Nico loses his balance and falls, and even though his health is full, he suddenly dies. In GTA 5, we can easily hop onto trains and take a journey. Just be careful not to hit your head. What happens if you stand? What happens if you throw a grenade? What happens if... How do GTA games start? In the beginning of GTA 3, when Claude and Catalina are robbing a bank, Claude is shot by Catalina. As Claude is taken to prison, the police convoy is stopped by a gang, and the bridge is blown up. In GTA Vice City, Tommy arrives in Vice City by plane. He goes to a trade deal with Ken Rosenberg. During the deal, they are ambushed and Tommy escapes by jumping into the car. In GTA San Andreas, CJ decides to return to Los Santos after living in Liberty City for 5 years. Immediately after landing, he receives bad news.
His mama, she's dead, bro.
While on his way to Grove Street by taxi, CJ is stopped by a police team known as Crash. He is then forced into a police car and thrown out in the Ballas territory. In GTA 4, Nico comes to Liberty City to live the American dream upon the recommendation of his cousin Roman. What happens if you escape from cops on foot with maximum wanted level in GTA? This cutscene has a strange glitch. In the Green Goo mission, when Truth arrives with the jetpack, after a minor accident, Truth starts giving CJ a mission. CJ seems surprised by the mission given by Truth, and suddenly his face takes on a rather interesting expression. Let's take a closer look. CJ's jaw goes into his skull with his upper teeth sticking out. CJ literally screwed up. What happens if you show your nice weapon to the cops in GTA games? In GTA 3, the cops just continue walking without caring. It's the same in GTA Vice City. In GTA San Andreas, the cops start shooting before you even point your weapon at them. In GTA 4, when you show your weapon to the cops, they also show theirs, but they don't shoot. And Nico gets arrested. In GTA 5, the cops also show their nice weapon. Sometimes they even show how it's used. If family members... How to get a haircut in GTA games. Unfortunately, these guys cannot get a haircut. In GTA San Andreas, there are 2 different types of barbershops, but this guy's hair options are quite interesting. We have to select each hairstyle to see them. We can't see how CJ's hair is cut. If we could, it would look like this. Maybe it's better not to see. In GTA 5, there are also only 2 different types of barbershops, and both have almost the same and few options. However, there is a huge difference in prices. We can see the hairstyles without clicking. The haircut animation is more realistic, and again, we can't see how the character's hair is cut. Apparently, they don't want us to learn the secret behind the scene. What happens if... How do cops react if you attack a police car in GTA games? In GTA 3, incredibly, Claude has absolutely no effect on police cars. That's why the cops don't pay any attention to Claude. In GTA Vice City, as soon as the cops open the door, Tommy falls to the ground and gets arrested. In GTA San Andreas, the cops start beating up CJ and eventually knock him down and arrest him.
Here we go again. Just shut up.
In GTA 4, there is a lag in the cops' response. They notice a bit late that Nico has attacked the car, then they come and calmly arrest him. There's no mercy in the cops in GTA 5, they start shooting immediately. How do cops react if you attack? What happens if you... This sign contains interesting information about this bridge. Moreover, in the definitive edition, a new funny fact has been added. In both versions, the height and length of the bridge are the same, but the space they occupy on the disc is different. Also, in the definitive edition, it's noted that 3 babies born during construction of the bridge. This sign contains interesting information about this bridge. Moreover, in the definitive edition, a new funny fact has been added. In both versions, the height and length of the bridge are the same, but the space they occupy on the disc is different. Also, in the definitive edition, it's noted that 3 babies born during construction of the bridge. This sign contains interesting information about this bridge. Moreover, in the definitive edition, a new funny fact has been added. In both versions, the height and length of the bridge are the same, but the space they occupy on the disc is different. Also, in the definitive edition, it's noted that 3 babies born during construction of the bridge. This sign contains interesting information. What happens if you eat and drink too much in GTA games? In GTA 3, sadly, there's no option for eating or drinking. In GTA Vice City, you can only eat. However, you can only eat once because you can't eat while Tommy's health is full. In GTA San Andreas, if you drink too much, nothing happens, but if you eat too much... Also, CJ's health decreases slightly. If you eat regularly and excessively every day, CJ will gain weight. In GTA 4, you can drink as much as you want, and you can eat as much as you want. In GTA 5, there's no physical eating, but if you try to drink too much, the drink in the vending machine will run out after a certain point. How do the cops... What happens if you help the cops in GTA games? In GTA 3, when we assist the cops, they forget about the criminal and start attacking us. In GTA Vice City, when we hit the person the cops are chasing, we earn a good citizen bonus. Each punch and kick earns us $50. In GTA San Andreas, just like in GTA 3, the cops forget about the criminal and start attacking CJ. I would really like to say that our homies save us, but sometimes they can get scared and run away. In GTA 4, sometimes the criminals under cop control can escape. If we manage to stop the criminal, the cops ignore our help and arrest us. In GTA 5, even if we assist the cops, they still end up killing us. There's a ghost. Which door will GTA characters choose to get into the car? Claude heads towards the driver's door to get into the car, but falls down and dies. Tommy chooses to fall down as well. However, unlike Claude, he manages to survive. CJ thinks he can get into the car through the driver's door, but he's mistaken. Unfortunately, Nico also fails to use his brain and falls down like the others. The GTA 5 characters finally get into the car through the passenger door to avoid falling down. Which door will GTA characters choose to get into the car? Claude heads towards the driver's door to get into the car, but falls down and dies. Tommy chooses to fall down as well. However, unlike Claude, he manages to survive. CJ thinks he can get into the car through the driver's door, but he's mistaken. Unfortunately, Nico also fails to use his brain and falls down like the others. The GTA 5 characters finally get into the car through the passenger door to avoid falling down. Which door will What happens if you fall into the water with a motorcycle in GTA games? Unfortunately, in GTA 3, there isn't a motorcycle available for us to try this. In GTA Vice City, when we fall into the water with a motorcycle, Tommy abandons the bike and tries to swim but fails. In GTA San Andreas, CJ drops the motorcycle and switches to swimming mode. In GTA 4, Nico and the motorcycle both disappear suddenly, and shortly after Nico reappears. However, his health does not decrease. In GTA 5, the motorcycle sinks into the deep water. Also, the character survives with full health. What happens if there's a chain explosion reaction in GTA games? In GTA 3, all cars explode one by one in a very short time. Similarly, in GTA Vice City, the explosion of all cars doesn't take long. In GTA San Andreas, they explode more slowly. But as cars explode, CJ's wanted level rises and eventually a police helicopter arrives. In GTA 4, the cars take quite a long time to explode. And again, as cars explode, the wanted level rises and the cops arrive. In GTA 5, nothing happens on the first explosion, but when the second car explodes, almost all cars explode at once. There is a piece of a city in the void in GTA San Andreas. To get there, enter the safe house located at this point on the map. Once inside, you'll need a parachute and the kangaroo cheat code. Then, if you jump against the wall next to the door, you'll suddenly emerge into the void. After falling down from here, after a while, you'll encounter a city within the void. There are no cars or people here. It's just an empty little piece of city. There is a piece of a city. What happens? How to save the game in GTA games. In GTA 3, simply enter a safe house to save the game. A save screen will appear. In GTA Vice City, there are some save points inside houses and some outside. There are also save icons in GTA San Andreas. Most of the save icons are inside houses. In GTA 4, you need to enter a safe house and sleep on the bed to save the game. There's also an automatic save feature. In GTA 5, besides saving the game by sleeping on a bed, you can also do a quick save via the phone. There's also an automatic save feature. How to save the game. What happens if you hit a wall while falling in GTA games? We cannot move forward while falling in GTA 3 and Vice City. So let's try it in GTA San Andreas. When CJ hits a building, nothing happens at first, but after a while, he suddenly dies. In GTA 4, if Luis hits a wall, he doesn't die until he hits the ground. In GTA 5, as it should be, the character fails to survive when he hits the wall. There is how to get on an airplane in GTA games. In GTA 3, Claude gets on the plane just like getting into a car. In GTA Vice City, literally, Tommy teleports inside the plane. In GTA San Andreas, some airplanes have doors that open like car doors, some open upwards, or CJ opens the door by pulling it. He gets on the cargo plane by going through it instead of using the door. However, he needs a support to reach the door of the airliner, so you can attach stairs to this vehicle and place them by the plane's door. In GTA 4, Nico cannot get on any airplanes. In GTA 5, the boarding methods are quite similar to those in GTA San Andreas. The only difference is that the character gets onto the airliner by teleporting. What happens if you fall onto a car in GTA games? In GTA 3, when you fall onto a car, Claude dies, but the car doesn't take any damage. If you fall onto a car that you've ridden, Claude still dies. In GTA Vice City, Tommy manages to survive because he survives every fall and the car doesn't take damage. In GTA San Andreas, if you fall onto a car that you've never ridden, CJ dies. But if you've ridden it at least once, CJ doesn't die when falling onto that car. And again, the car doesn't take any damage. In GTA 4, even if Nico has ridden the car, he dies when falling onto it. Let's turn on invincibility to see if the car takes damage. When Nico falls on the car, there is no damage to the car. Similarly, in GTA 5, the character dies when falling onto a car. Let's turn on invincibility and see if it takes damage. And as you can see, when he falls on the car, the part where he falls is damaged. What happens if gas pumps catch fire in GTA games? In GTA 3? If we throw Molotovs at gas pumps in GTA Vice City, nothing happens to the pumps. Similarly, in GTA San Andreas, we can't trigger the gas pumps by throwing Molotov cocktails at them. In GTA 4, as soon as we throw Molotov cocktails, the pumps explode instantly. In GTA 5, although initially nothing seems to happen, shortly after an explosion occurs. What happens if you how to drink in GTA games? Although there are vending machines in GTA 3 and GTA Vice City, we cannot use them. In GTA San Andreas, CJ quickly grabs a soda with a fast animation and drinks it. However, he throws the drink can into the machine. In GTA 4, Nico drinks with a slower animation, and unlike CJ, he opens his mouth while drinking. Then he throws the can on the ground. In GTA 5, there's no payment animation. He just presses a button. The drink falls realistically. He spends a little bit more time opening it. And after drinking, he throws the can on the ground. You can unlock all. What happens if you show weapons to bikers in GTA games? In GTA 3, there are no bikers since there are no bikes. In GTA Vice City, bikers look quite bravely at Tommy, and they don't react at all. In GTA San Andreas, they calmly wait the same way, and even honk for us to move aside. The bikers in GTA 4 reverse in fear, or get off the bike. In GTA 5, bikers don't like this behavior and ride the bike onto the character. Rarely they reverse and abandon the bike. What happens if you fall? What happens if helicopter blades hit something in GTA games? Unfortunately, we are not allowed to ride helicopters in GTA 3. In GTA Vice City, if the helicopter's blades hit something, the blades don't get damaged, but the helicopter takes damage and explodes in the air. In GTA San Andreas, the blades never break, and the helicopter doesn't take damage for a long time. In GTA 4, when the helicopter's blades hit something, they break and the helicopter starts to fall. If it hits the ground slowly, Nico just loses health. But if it falls fast, it either explodes or Nico dies without the explosion. In GTA 5, the rotor explodes, the blades shatter, the helicopter falls, and upon hitting the ground, the helicopter explodes. Did you know there's how to to a YouTube video in GTA 5? You have probably encountered such a scene when switching to Trevor.
We are Scooter Brothers! Scooter Brother! We are brothers on scooters!
In fact, this Scooter Brother quote is a reference to a 15-year-old YouTube video. A person riding a scooter in GTA 4 encountered another scooter rider, resulting in the creation of such a video.
We are Scooter Brothers! Scooter Brothers! We are brothers on scooters!
How to eat in GTA games. Unfortunately, there is no place to eat in GTA 3. In GTA Vice City, there are pizzerias at different points on the map. You can eat pizza here, but there isn't any eating animation. It just replenishes Tommy's health. In GTA San Andreas, there are different restaurants and food varieties. CJ has an eating animation, but if we look closely, we see that he is eating air. In GTA 4, there are restaurants and street food vendors. Nico can eat more realistically. However, the food he eats disappears suddenly. In GTA 5, although there are restaurants like Cluck and Bell, we can't enter them and we can't eat in this game. What happens if you land in the ocean with a parachute in GTA games? Claude and Tommy are sad because there is no parachute in their worlds. In GTA San Andreas, if you land in the ocean, you'll encounter a specific water landing animation. It's truly incredible that they've created a special animation for this in such an old game. In GTA 4, Nico is sad, but Luis is happy because there is a parachute in the Ballad of Gay Tony DLC. When we land in the ocean, the parachute suddenly rises back up into the sky. In GTA 5, as soon as we touch the water, the parachute disappears, but its reflection continues to appear for a while. What happens if you land in the What happens if you jump into the water with a 1-star wanted level in GTA games? In GTA 3, when we jump into the water, the cops also jump in with us and we all drown together. In GTA Vice City, the cops also jump into the water with us and we drown together. In GTA San Andreas, the cops jump into the water, but they drown because they can't swim while CJ can. In GTA 4, after jumping into the water, the cops start shooting at us from above. In GTA 5, jumping into the water immediately increases our wanted level to 2 stars. The cops also jump into the water with us, swim together, then come ashore and start shooting at us. This goggle has a special feature. There are 2 different types of goggles in GTA San Andreas. One is night vision goggles, which don't have much of a feature. However, the thermal goggles have a very nice detail. With thermal goggles, you can see warm objects in red. And here's the detail. If someone dies in front of you, their body temperature drops, so the color will turn blue. What happens if you fight with a gas pump in GTA games? Unfortunately, in GTA 3, there's no gas pump you can fight with. The gas pumps in GTA Vice City are quite durable. They can withstand Tommy's punches and kicks. In GTA San Andreas, after just a few punches, CJ blew up. In GTA 4, no matter how hard Niko tries, nothing happens. Similarly, in GTA 5, the gas pump remains unharmed. What happens if you crash into a train with a motorcycle in GTA games? Since GTA 3 doesn't have motorcycles and GTA Vice City doesn't have trains, let's start with GTA San Andreas. Most of the time when you crash into a train with a motorcycle, CJ manages to survive. However, if you are unlucky, CJ can be dragged in front of the train and die. In GTA 4, Niko dies instantly when he crashes into a train, even if he hits slowly. In GTA 5, the character also dies regardless of whether the crash is fast or slow. What happens if you crash into a... There is a beating heart inside the Statue of Happiness in GTA 4. You need a helicopter to reach this heart. Get as close as possible to the Statue of Happiness and then jump from the helicopter. If you survive this part, we can continue. Now find the door that says no hidden content this way and go through it. You will come across a ladder here. Start climbing the ladder. Once you reach the top, you will encounter a strong red light. And when you turn around, there it is, the beating heart. This heart is held by chains, and shooting at it doesn't damage the heart. How to buy weapons in GTA games. In GTA 3, when you enter Ammu-Nation, the camera angle will change. You can purchase the gun you want by walking towards it. To buy it again, you must wait for it to reappear. In GTA Vice City, the guns are lined up on the wall. You can switch between guns using the arrow keys. In GTA San Andreas, the gun you select from the menu on the left will be brought out by the gunsmith. Therefore, buying guns in this game is slower. In GTA 4, Ammu-Nations are more secretly located compared to other games. The weapons are placed on tables. You can examine the weapons by pressing the E key and decide whether to buy them this way. In GTA 5, the guns are placed on the wall, just like in Vice City. There are quite a lot of gun options, and there is the possibility to add attachments while purchasing. How to buy weapons in GTA games. In GTA 3, when you enter Ammu-Nation, what happens if you crash a... Have you ever wondered how CJ gets dressed in GTA San Andreas? Or how he gets his hair cut? How the cars are painted? Let's take a look behind the scenes. The barber cuts CJ's hair with magical hands. After entering the fitting room, CJ stands there like a robot. Then the chosen clothes teleport onto him. At the pay and spray, the car's color changes instantly. Have you ever wondered how to steal a bike in GTA games? You know there are no bikes in GTA 3, so let's move on to GTA Vice City. Tommy steals motorcycles by using his elbow from the side with a sound. When stealing a motorcycle from the front, he uses his butt power. In GTA San Andreas, CJ also knocks riders off the motorcycle with an elbow strike from the side. Or, like Tommy, he jumps on from the front. In GTA 4, we can't steal motorcycles from the front. When stealing from the side, Niko grabs the riders and throws them off. In GTA 5,
We are Scooter Brothers! Scooter Brother!
all 3 main characters steal motorcycles by grabbing and pulling the rider's arms. How to steal a bike in GTA games. You know there are no bikes in GTA 3, so let's move on to GTA Vice City. Tommy steals motorcycles by using his elbow from the side with a sound. When stealing a motorcycle from the front, he uses his butt power. In GTA San Andreas, CJ also knocks riders off the motorcycle with an elbow strike from the side. Or, like Tommy, he jumps on from the front. In GTA 4, we can't steal motorcycles from the front. When stealing from the side, Nico grabs the riders and throws them off. In GTA 5,
We are Scooter Brothers! Scooter Brother!
all three main characters steal motorcycles by grabbing and pulling the rider's arms. What happens if you... There is a feature that only GTA 3 and GTA Vice City have. GTA San Andreas, GTA 4, and GTA 5 don't have this feature. If you press the jump button in GTA 3 or GTA Vice City when an oncoming car is about to hit the character, Claude and Tommy will throw themselves to the side. But if you try this in GTA 5... What happens if you climb on top of a car with a 1-star wanted level in GTA games? In GTA 3, when we climb on top of a car, the cops start using their guns, but if we get down, they switch back to fists. In GTA Vice City, it's similar. The cops start using their guns when we climb on a car, and they continue using them even if we get back down. In GTA San Andreas, the cops make a great effort to reach CJ, but they fail. In GTA 4, the first cop just aims at Nico, but when the second cop arrives, Nico gets arrested. In GTA 5, the character is similarly arrested while on top of a car. What happens if you climb on top of a car with a 1-star wanted level in GTA games? In GTA 3, when we climb on top of a car, the cops start using their guns, but if we get down, they switch back to fists. In GTA Vice City, it's similar. The cops start using their... What happens if you enter a... How do passengers... Do you know what happens if you throw... What happens if you throw a grenade into a pool in GTA games? In GTA 3, when a grenade explodes in a pool, there is no effect in the water. In GTA Vice City, grenades explode in water in an ordinary way. I was hoping for some changes in GTA San Andreas, but a very illogical image appears. In GTA 4, the explosion causes water to gushes into the air. However, there are no ripples in the water. In GTA 5, there is less gushing than in GTA 4. And again, no ripples are seen in the water. What happens if you Have you ever noticed this payphone in the ocean in GTA Vice City? Probably not, because it's located higher than you can reach with a helicopter. To reach this payphone, first come to this point on the map. Now you will need a free camera. When you rise a little higher with the free camera, you will see a payphone flying in the air. Have you ever noticed this payphone in the ocean in GTA Vice City? Probably not, because it's located higher than you can reach with a helicopter. To reach this payphone, first come to this point on the map. Now you will need a free camera. When you rise a little higher with the reactions to burning in GTA games. When Claude starts burning, his health decreases, but he gives no reaction. Likewise, Tommy does not react even though his health is decreasing. Unlike others, CJ screams because of the burning. However, he doesn't give any physical reaction. Nico, when he starts burning, throws himself to the ground. Interestingly, even if he is in the flames, he extinguishes and stands up, but then he burns again. Characters in GTA 5 also throw themselves to the ground like Nico, yet that same curious thing happens and they stand up while burning. Reaction: what happens if you don't kill Trevor? What happens if you don't kill Trevor in option A? Let's see what will happen. In this option, we chase Trevor by car to kill him. Eventually, Trevor gets cornered. At this point, the mission asks us to kill Trevor. However, if we don't follow the mission's instruction and don't shoot Trevor, we encounter a special scene.
Kid!
Michael does the job for us. If you don't kill Trevor in option A, let's see what happens if you fall upside down in a car in GTA games. In GTA 3, when the car hits the ground upside down, it sticks to the ground. The same goes for GTA Vice City. It sticks to the ground like a... How do cops What happens if you crash into a train with a car in GTA games? In GTA 3, when a car collides with a train, the car gets stuck under the train. And it explodes because it gets stuck there. We cannot continue with... Do you know what will happen? What happens if you... Can you enter a... There is a strange and useful glitch in GTA 5. If you place bombs on one side of a wall and then move to the opposite side, when the bombs explode, you won't be affected by the explosions at all. Let me tell you something even more interesting. After placing the bombs on the wall in the same way, even if you move to the side of the wall, the bombs will not harm the character at all. What happens if you drive into flames in GTA games? In GTA 3, no matter how long we wait in the fiery area with the car, it doesn't cause any damage to the car. Similarly, in GTA Vice City, nothing happens to the car when we wait in the flames. However, in GTA San Andreas, after waiting for a while, did you ever notice the alien in the first mission of GTA 5? As you know, the first mission of GTA 5 takes place in North Yankton. And in North Yankton, there's an interesting alien. After the shootout scenes, during the scene where we escape from the cops in a car, if you stop right next to the bridge and look at the frozen river, you'll see a frozen alien there. What happens if you shoot at an open car door in GTA games? In GTA 3, nothing happens to the door when we shoot at it. Even if we hit the door with a car, we pass through it. In GTA Vice City, the bullet also passes through the door. When we hit the door with a car, nothing happens. In GTA San Andreas, bullets don't affect open doors either. Cars also don't have any impact on the door. In GTA 4, bullets can close the door. You can even close it by walking, or if you hit it from the other side with a car, you can tear the door off. In GTA 5, similarly, you can close the door either with a bullet or by touching it. If you hit it from the opposite side with a car, you can tear the door off. What happens if you... A simple way to use weapons underwater in GTA 5. To do this, you will need a car door or hood. After removing the car hood, slide it towards the water and get on top of the hood. Be careful not to miss the hood. Slide on top of the hood and wait to enter the water. Switch to first-person view to see underwater. Now you can use any weapon underwater with unlimited oxygen. What happens if you try to escape from cops with the maximum wanted level in GTA games? In GTA 3, the most dangerous things are tanks. If you don't hit tanks or get stuck on roadblocks, you won't have too much trouble. In GTA Vice City, in addition to tanks, police traps are also quite dangerous. They cause you to lose control. Roadblocks in GTA San Andreas are very dangerous. The soldiers at the roadblock cause the car to burn and explode in a short time. At least even if you crash into tanks, you'll have some time to get out of the car. Since there are no tanks in GTA 4, you won't have much trouble escaping by car. If you're fast enough, police cars can't catch up. Just look ahead and watch out for roadblocks. In GTA 5, you won't encounter tanks on the streets. However, police cars and SWAT teams will give you quite a challenge. Be careful not to stop because your life is at risk, even inside the car. That's why roadblocks can cause you to die. How to launch a car into the sky in GTA 4. When you get to this point on the map, you will see a playground, and this is where the magic happens. If you make slight contact with the swing set with a car, you'll suddenly find yourself soaring into the sky. Or sometimes Nico flies into the sky without the car. How to launch a car. What happens if you try to get... There's a way to stop the train in GTA 5. You might have seen videos of people trying to stop the train, or maybe you've even tried it yourself. However, stopping the train this way is impossible. After entering the parachute mission at this point on the map and completing the mission, you can blow up this train. Nothing will happen in the first rocket, but in the second, boom! You have successfully stopped the train. How to exit an overturned... There is a great way to make unlimited ammo in GTA San Andreas. First, go to an ammu-nation. If you don't have a gun, get one. Remember, this only works on certain weapons. I recommend you try this with the M4. Enter the shooting range challenge with your gun. Leave as soon as you enter. There you have it. Your ammo has doubled. You can do this over and over again as many times as you want. There is a great... What happens if someone attacks you? Did you know that cars can run out? What happens if someone attacks you in front of the cops in GTA games? In GTA 3, when someone attacks Claude, the cops don't react at all. However, when we try to defend ourselves... In GTA Vice City, the cops also don't care. When we hit the attacker, the cops consider Tommy the culprit. There's no difference in San Andreas either. The cops don't react until we punch the attacker. Fortunately, homies intervene in the situation, and both of them run away. In GTA 4, the cops notice if someone attacks Nico. Although they intervene a bit late, they eventually bring the attacker under control. They start heading towards a police car. However, sometimes the criminals escape, and when we try to help the cops, the attacker disappears and Nico gets arrested. In GTA 5, the cops kill the attacker instantly. What happens if someone attacks you in front of the cops in GTA games? In GTA 3, when someone attacks Claude, the cops don't react at all. However, when we try to defend ourselves... In GTA Vice City, the cops also don't care. When we hit the attacker, the cops consider Tommy the culprit. There's no difference in San Andreas either. The cops don't react until we punch the attacker. Fortunately, homies intervene in the situation, and both of them run away. In GTA 4, the cops notice if someone attacks Nico. Although they intervene a bit late, they eventually bring the attacker under control. they start heading towards a police car. However, sometimes the criminals escape, and when we try to help the cops, the attacker disappears and Niko gets arrested. In GTA 5, the cops kill the attacker instantly without even thinking. What happened? Did you know that cars can run out of fuel in GTA 5? Unfortunately, even if you drive for hours, it doesn't happen on its own. In order to run out of fuel, the car must leak fuel. If you shoot at the gas tank, the car will start leaking fuel. Over time, the fuel gauge will approach E, and after a while, your car will stall because it has run out of fuel. What happens? An interesting glitch occurs at this point of the map in GTA 5. If you jump from the 5th step while going down the stairs, the character hits the railings with a diving animation. What happens if you fall from a height with a tank in GTA games? In GTA 3, when we drop a tank from a high point, the tank doesn't suffer any damage, but if it flips over, it explodes. Similarly, in GTA Vice City, the tank doesn't take any damage, but it explodes if it flips over. It's the same in GTA San Andreas. The reason for the explosion is the tank flipping over. In GTA 4, it takes very little damage and it's pretty hard to notice. The tank does not explode if it turns upside down. In GTA 5, the tank instantly explodes unless it lands on its wheels. What happens if you hit a tree with a car in GTA games? In GTA 3, when we hit a tree, we mostly pass through it. In GTA Vice City, while large trees remain intact, small ones turn to dust. In GTA San Andreas, some large trees stay in place while others fall over. Small trees are uprooted. In GTA 4, whether large or small, all trees remain static. GTA 5 has no difference from GTA 4 in this regard. What happens if you punch cops in GTA games? In GTA 3, if you punch cops, they start punching back. In GTA Vice City, cops start hitting Tommy as well. In GTA San Andreas, cops do not use their guns either. In GTA 4, cops pull guns on Niko. Other nearby cops also come to help and arrest Niko. In GTA 5, cops can defend themselves quite well, but if you manage to hit them, they instantly take out their gun and kill the character. How to change clothes. What happens if you attack drivers' cars in GTA games? In GTA 3, even if Claude uses a bat, he can't cause any damage to cars. In GTA Vice City, drivers either drive away, get out of the car and try to escape, or they attack Tommy. In GTA San Andreas, many of them drive away, while some choose to attack CJ. In GTA 4, some quickly drive away, others reverse their cars, or attempt to attack Niko. In GTA 5, some drivers start fighting, or they stick the character in front of the car and take him on a long journey. What happens if GTA characters get hit by a train? In GTA 3, if Claude has armor, he may not die. If he doesn't, he can die. We cannot try this in GTA Vice City because there is no train. In GTA San Andreas, CJ gets crushed under the train and dies a few seconds later. In GTA 4, Niko dies as soon as he gets hit by a train. In GTA 5, similarly, the character dies the moment the train hits. What happens if you climb on a burn? What happens if you crash into a police car in GTA games? In GTA 3, when we crash into a police car, the cops pull Claude out of the car and arrest him. Alternatively, they continue on their way without paying any attention. In GTA Vice City, they also come to arrest Tommy and do not let him out of the car. Or sometimes they just don't care. In GTA San Andreas, the cops arrest CJ without pulling him out of the car. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you won't get arrested. In GTA 4, even if you crash slowly, they come to arrest Niko. In GTA 5, they arrest you for the slightest accident, but unlike in other games, they keep their distance from you. What happens if you jump off a moving bike in GTA games? Since there is no bike in GTA 3, let's start with GTA Vice City. When Tommy jumps off the motorcycle, he lands on his feet and his health doesn't decrease at all. In GTA San Andreas, CJ manages to land with minimal damage by performing a somersault. In GTA 4, Niko starts rolling on the ground completely uncontrollably, and his health decreases. Similarly, in GTA 5, the character rolls on the ground, and his health decreases. How to steal. Will GTA characters choose death or survival? When we place the car at the edge, Claude gets out of the left door and instantly teleports to the ground. Tommy also exits through the left door and begins to fall, but he survives. CJ exits from the left door and chooses death. Niko also exits through the left door and hovers in the air for a few seconds to close the door. Then he falls down and dies. Michael doesn't want to die and leaves the car through the right door. Well, what happens if you fall? Things players love in What happens if you fall from a height on a bike in GTA games? We can't try this in GTA 3 because there is no bike. In GTA Vice City, when we fall from a height on a motorcycle, Tommy sometimes falls off the motorcycle and sometimes he lands perfectly fine. In GTA San Andreas, CJ can land smoothly, sometimes fall off the bike, or instantly die. In GTA 4, most of the time, Nico dies when he hits the ground. In GTA 5, if you fall from a great height, the character dies. What happened? Things players love in GTA 4. Realistic vehicle damage physics. Getting rid of long journeys with a taxi. Browsing the internet at an internet cafe. Calling anyone we want on the phone, even 911. Identifying criminals with the police computer and catching them. Being able to pick up and throw items. Getting a car washed. Small details, for example, shooting someone with a gun makes them drop their weapon. What happens if you fall from space in GTA games? In GTA 3, the map does not appear at first. There are just things that look like clouds. Slowly, the city begins to appear and Claude dies when he hits the ground. In GTA Vice City, nothing appears at first. Then the city slowly starts to load. Even though he falls from a great height, Tommy does not die. In GTA San Andreas, there are things that look like clouds when you are high up, just like in GTA 3. Over time, the city begins to appear and CJ cannot survive. Only one color appears in GTA 4. As time passes, the city becomes visible and Nico dies. In GTA 5, clouds and the city appear below. The character dies when he hits the ground. What happens if you fall into the ocean in GTA games? When we fall into the ocean in GTA 3, Claude dies because he cannot swim. In GTA Vice City, Tommy dies not because he fell, but because he cannot swim. In GTA San Andreas, CJ survives without losing even his health and swims underwater. In GTA 4, Nico survives with full health. However, since we cannot see underwater, we have to wait for Nico to come to the surface. In GTA 5, unlike other games, the character dies most of the time. What happens if you fall? What happens if a car flips over in What happens if a car flips over in GTA games? In GTA 3, when the car turns upside down, it catches fire and explodes. Similarly, in GTA Vice City, the car starts to burn and explodes when it flips over. There is no difference in GTA San Andreas. The car first catches fire and then explodes. In GTA 4, the car does not explode when it flips over. We can't turn the car around, so all we can do is get out of the car. In GTA 5, nothing happens when the car flips over. However, unlike GTA 4, we can rotate the car again. What happens if you fall from a height with a car in GTA games? In GTA 3, nothing happens to the car when it falls from a high point, it just explodes because it turns upside down. In GTA Vice City, cars take some damage when they hit the ground. In GTA San Andreas, black smoke starts coming out of the car. In GTA 4, cars get damaged very realistically. The damage physics in GTA 4 is a masterpiece. Sometimes Nico even gets thrown out of the car. In GTA 5, the car explodes instantly, but sometimes nothing happens. What happens if you hit a wall? What happens if you push the cops in GTA games? In GTA 3, when we push the cops, they continue on their way without paying attention. In GTA Vice City, they continue their way calmly in the same way. The cops in GTA San Andreas don't even notice when we push them. They continue walking as if nothing happened. In GTA 4, we can easily push the cops. At first, they warn us, but if we keep pushing them, we get arrested. In GTA 5, the cops start shooting without any mercy. What happens if you push the cops in GTA games? In GTA 3, when we push the cops, they continue on. What happens if you can cops climb walls in GTA games? In GTA 3, when the cops encounter a wall, they jump far like grasshoppers, but they cannot pass the wall. In GTA Vice City, when the cops realize they cannot climb the wall, they put their hands behind their backs and start watching Tommy. After a while, the idea of shooting comes to their minds. In GTA San Andreas, they cannot climb, but they try to reach CJ by running. In GTA 4, they go around the wall if there is a gap. If they can't get around it, they jump off the wall. In GTA 5, wherever we climb, the cops can also climb from there. Can cops climb walls in What happens if you hit a building with a parachute in GTA games? Since there is no parachute in GTA 3 and Vice City, we start with GTA San Andreas. When we hit a building in GTA San Andreas, nothing happens to CJ and we can land on the ground without any problems. In GTA 4, the parachute is only available in the Ballad of Gay Tony DLC. If we hit somewhere with the parachute, Luis loses his parachute and begins to fall helplessly. In GTA 5, we start to fall in the same way, and sometimes the character may even hit the wall while falling and die in the air. GTA 5, the most curious thing, some scenes in my favorite, what happens if you hit a wall with your motorcycle in GTA games? Unfortunately, there are no motorcycles in GTA 3. If we hit a wall with a motorcycle in GTA Vice City, Tommy is thrown into the wall with unrealistic animation and his health decreases very little. Similarly, in GTA San Andreas, CJ hits the wall with an unrealistic animation and his health almost never decreases. Since GTA 4 has ragdoll physics, Nico jumps off the motorcycle in a more realistic way, and his health decreases considerably. In GTA 5, if you crash too fast, the character can die instantly. What happens if you hit NPCs with a motorcycle in GTA games? Since there are no motorcycles in GTA 3, we cannot try this. When we hit NPCs in GTA Vice City, they get crushed or fly above us. In GTA San Andreas, NPCs seem to launch into space in an incredible way. In GTA 4, NPCs are thrown around in a realistic way. In fact, if you crash too fast, Nico loses his balance and falls off the bike. A very nice detail. In GTA 5, NPCs are thrown around just like in GTA 4. What happens if you crash a car with a motorcycle in GTA games? What happens if you enter a house while you are wanted in GTA games? In GTA 3, when you enter the house while the cops are chasing you, the cops cannot enter the house. In GTA Vice City, if you enter the house, the cops can also enter your house. In GTA San Andreas, no matter how much you wanted, if you enter the house, you are completely safe. In GTA 4, the cops can enter your house. They can even come to your room, but if you sleep in bed, they leave you alone. In GTA 5, the cops can enter your house and sleeping cannot save you. What happens if you stand in front of cars in GTA games? In GTA 3, drivers are patient, they can wait for a long time. However, Claude acts rudely. In GTA Vice City, the drivers behind can't stand it anymore, they crash and drive away. GTA San Andreas is the funniest one. At first there is no problem, but then the vehicles behind each other collide and explode. It's turning into a war zone. In GTA 4, drivers are also very patient. Drivers in GTA 5 pass by the character without waiting too long. What happens if you fall into a pool from a height in GTA games? When we fall into the pool in GTA 3, Claude dies instantly. In GTA Vice City, Tommy manages to survive by doing somersaults. In GTA San Andreas, CJ dies because he hits the floor of the pool. In GTA 4, Nico does not die even if he falls from a very high place. His health only decreases a little. In GTA 5, the character dies, just like in San Andreas. What happens if a plane crashes while standing in GTA games? In GTA 3, planes pass through Claude because they are collision-free. Likewise, in GTA Vice City, they pass through Tommy without crashing. Unfortunately, there are no planes landing at the airport in GTA San Andreas. In GTA 4, nothing happens to Nico because the planes move at very low speed. In GTA 5, the character is thrown around when the plane crashes, but most of the time he manages to survive. What happens?
The easiest ways to get rid of cops in GTA San Andreas. The most popular method is to use paint and spray. Also, if you go to the barbershop and get a new hairstyle, you can get rid of the cops instantly. In the same way, changing clothes will help you get rid of the cops. You can also lower your wanted level by collecting the stars you see on the way. Finally, you can get rid of the cops completely by saving the game. There is a way to enter Area 69 in GTA San Andreas. First, find a motorcycle called Freeway. Then park your motorcycle next to the vent. As soon as you get off the motorcycle, you will be teleported inside. Now you can travel here as you wish.